The room next door. I must say, I'm not the type to believe in supernatural things. I never was. Since I was little, I've hated this kind of nonsense. I've always preferred to believe in logic, in things I can see and touch, and always be okay with that. But now I have a problem. Something happened to me a few nights ago and changed everything. A few months ago, I moved into a small, cheap apartment in the city center. Old, with peeling wallpaper and windows that creaked at the slightest wind, but it was all I could afford as a college student. My only neighbor was an elderly man called Mr. Flores, who appeared to live alone in the apartment next door, never receiving visitors or going out. We barely spoke, other than a few notes, just out of politeness. For a month, everything was going well, until that fateful night came. It was winter. The windows creaked, and the room was lit only by moonlight, with shadows making indecipherable drawings on the wall. I was trying to sleep when suddenly I heard a sound coming from the next room. It was a low noise, as if someone was dragging furniture. I thought it was the neighbor and ignored it, but the noise continued for hours. Drag, stop, drag, stop, drag, stop, drag. It was irritating. The next morning, I had huge dark circles under my eyes and could barely stand up due to exhaustion when I met the janitor in the hallway and mentioned the noise. I politely asked if he could talk to Mr. Flores for me. He gave me a strange look and said, my boy, he passed away 2 weeks ago. The apartment is empty. I laughed in disbelief, thinking he was joking. But when I walked into my apartment that night, the sound started again. Drag, stop, drag, stop. It wouldn't stay like this another night. I needed sleep. I decided to look through the lock of the empty apartment. As I slowly approached the door, I noticed that it was unlocked, ajar. My heart raced. My hands froze as if it were a premonition, but my curiosity won. I pushed the door slowly and entered. The apartment was empty, just as the caretaker had said. No furniture, no decoration, just dust accumulated on the floor. But then I saw something in the corner of the room. deep scratch marks on the floor, as if something heavy had been dragged repeatedly. I swallowed hard, feeling a shiver run down my spine, and took a step back. That's when I heard the noise, now closer, almost next to me. I looked around, but there was no one. Suddenly, my cell phone vibrated. It was a voice recording notification that I don't remember making. Audio processed. I pressed play, curious. At first, there was only the sound of dragging. But then a whispered voice appeared, almost indecipherable. An elderly man's voice said,
"I see you."
The cell phone fell from my hand, and I felt a presence behind me. I didn't have the courage to look. I ran out, leaving the apartment door open. Now I'm writing this, locked in my room. But the sound hasn't stopped. Drag, stop. Drag, stop. It's here, with me. Drag, stop. Drag, stop. And I think my bedroom door just opened by itself.